Breaking news, you may think this is just another post about microplastics, but
large, believed to be M-type asteroid.
Pay attention to the water, not the skies.
Did the bother you?
If you're over there at the wall and you're shooting at me, shooting back at you doesn't bother me. If you're standing there and you're not shooting at me to just take you out without you realizing it, like some of the trackers that I did with the 22, that I had to think more about. I had to take people out really up close. That was quick and easy. It's about as up close and personal as you can get.
How would you do that?
In through the side of the neck. If you go in straight in right there, and go out, you'll get the jugular, you'll get the carotid. It's unreal how fast you out like that.
How many times do you think you had to do that?
4 or 5.
What is happening here? What is happening here? When was this video or podcast interview recorded? I need to know. There's some events that happen in real time where I'm trying to figure out the trajectory of a Sorry. Oh my God, I'm still caught up on that. It's been weeks now, but I still can't get over it. How can it be? What if the person was even closer than I thought? Never mind. Welcome back, goons. You're watching Explore the Weird. Hey, I'm spiraling about a lot of things. Still. How you doing? Oh, that's right. You let me do the spiraling. You do the watching. Got some more creepy, weird, strange For You page content. Let's get ready.
Yeah, let's go to the mountain. Yeah.
Wait, screw riding the helicopter. I want to ride the load. The thing that it's carrying. I'm sorry. I'm like, yo, why did the soldiers get off? They should just like get back into the car, and now they got free transport on the way. Sorry. This was interesting and strange indeed. Why did we need to see this? Now other militaries know our secrets on how we hook up the things, and they can go snipe out the cables that are holding the things up, so that way they don't get. Sorry, spiraling. We're gonna keep it going.
I'm in Mars right now. I just had such a nice sleep.
We're in the danger zone.
Yeah, apparently this is the danger zone now that we're going through uncontacted territories, baby. Can I tempt them? Can I yell and scream? What you got? Come on, right here. Wild seal. Let's go. Ho, 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 ho. I'm going back to napping. And then I'm going to wake up and you guys are going to all aerosol.
Wait, I think I've seen this. Or has this been done before where someone did this and they tried to like contact an uninhabited tribe, tried to like throw the gospel at it, and then like we never saw them ever again? Oh boy. Oh, was that like some like famous 1%er son that like went over to an island, and then some people are like he integrated in with the culture while others are like they unalived him and ate him? Sorry. Spiraling's real. Hopefully Seal's okay. Hopefully he made it out and no arrows were pointed at him and there wasn't a situation.
Mushroom is like the miracle drug. A long time ago, the Japanese found out that mushrooms speak to one another. So in order for them to build the underground subway system, they put a mushroom here on one table and they put a mushroom on the other side of the table. And the channels that they created to attach to one another, that's exactly how they build their subway system. They say that 50% of our body has...
Wait, it wasn't that, hey, mushrooms communicate with each other, but they were the fastest in order to figure out from point A to point B. So that's why they did the experiment. And he's right. Yeah, that's exactly how the tunnel system, subway system was built. Mushrooms. It's always mushrooms. Mushies run everything. Hey, you like your mushrooms? Are you All right, my algorithm has now entered the military talk. So now we get military videos. Get ready, strap in. Or better yet, coffee out. Oh boy.
3, 2, 1, shut the fuck up. Boost your mood. Smile. Smile, fuckers, smile. Smile, boosting your mood. What you do with your body affects your mind. Smile, smile, smile. Smile, smile, smile. Now snap the fuck out of it. Shimmy. Shimmy now and pause. Snap. Shimmy now. Just fucking do it. Shimmy your shoulders. Shimmy now. Woo! Shimmy now and pause. Inhale. Exhale, sayada. Ha! There you fucking go. You feel better. Mood boosted. Boom.
Wait, I don't feel better. I feel confused. What just happened? Why were you swearing the entire time? I mean, I'm okay with people swearing if it's like part of your thing, but I'm like, was this necessary swearing? And the only snap I know is like Snap, TANF, and EBT cards. So like, what the heck is this snap? Can we get the acronyms? What does the snap stand for? Can you guys tell me, or do you know? Hey, let me know in the comments.
All right, another episode of White People in, and bro is out here practicing to be Indiana Jones. This is the kind of stuff that the voices in your head tell you to do at 3 in the morning. But you know what I realize? Black people even think about the whip as a weapon.
Wait, what? Okay, so now I got military talk and arrow talk, or like archer talk. This is like the second archery video back to back. That's wild. Yeah, we had one where like the guy was like training on a trampoline, like learning how to archery. And now this guy's using a whip to archery. Cool. Yeah, what's stronger, the arrow or the whip? These are the real questions. I think arrow wins every time, but who knows?
Psyche 16 is a main belt, large, believed to be M-type asteroid. And NASA, about a year and a half ago, launched a mission to Psyche 16 called the Psyche mission. I believe it gets there in about a year and a half from now. We'll get our first images and spectral data from a direct orbiting metal asteroid. We've never been to one of these up close, right? We've only been to what are called essentially rubble piles, a bunch of rocks, or kind of small little planets that we find in space. That's all we've really seen as asteroids or comets. This will be the first one to go to a metal asteroid. We think metal asteroids are the core of a dead planet. It's the same as the core of Earth. It's the same makeup. And that's why they're really high concentrations of dense material, because when you watch a planet form, all the dense material sinks to the bottom. What we're essentially harvesting is a planet that for some reason blew up hundreds of millions of years ago, and I'm going out to like mine the core of that planet.
Wait, you mine the core and like what? You bring it back to aren't they doing that with helium-3 on the moon or something? Well, is that something else? But like, I know the moon's not an asteroid, but like it could be if you really look at it. Wasn't the moon just like part of the Earth at some point, depending on which theory you believe on how the moon was placed here, or potentially satellite that's watching it? Sorry. You know, so many moon theories you don't understand. Now there's not only one, there could be two. Depends on which timeline you're in. Oh boy. Wait, so what? They're mining stuff now? Well, I thought that was always the goal. Get those outside diamonds, the space diamonds of sorts. Always looking for them space diamonds. Diamonds are the best. Diamonds are the best. Diamonds are the best. But this guy's looking for that heavy metal. Boy. Oh boy. He don't know. Wait, could that heavy metal just be gold? No, only the Earth has gold. That's why the Anunnaki came. I'm spiraling. Hey, how you doing? Are you letting me do the spiraling? You're still doing the watching? Guess what? I don't need your interactions. I just need you to keep doing the watching. They're saying you have to watch the videos 50% of the way through. That's the only way to grow now. That and hyping the videos. I'm sure you already hyped Wednesday's video. We've been making the hype videos Wednesday, so hopefully you've caught on, because you're a goon. I appreciate you. Let's wake up them other goons. You watch the videos. Watch the videos more than 50% of the way through. That's all they want. That's all they need. Thank you.
And Nicolas Cage was in almost every bad movie that you can remember from like 97, 98 until 2010. Nicolas Cage had a manager or some kind of person who was in charge of his finances. So he was living this lavish lifestyle, trusting his money manager to tell him like, hey, you got to pull back here. Hey, you can't do that there. So the money manager never did that. And the money manager made bad investments of Nick's money. And then Nick lived his lifestyle. And then come like late 90s, early 2000s, he's broke. So broke that the money manager's like, well, you could just claim bankruptcy. And Nick was like, I am not going to claim
Nicolas Cage. I can't claim bankruptcy. Like, it's not going to look good.
And apparently he was also so principled by the way he was raised. He was like, I'm not going to just wash away debt that I spent.
Right.
I have to earn it back. So he went to his agent, his actual like booking agent, and was like, we're going to work our ass off and we're going to build back everything that I spent. And I am not going to take loans and I'm not going to claim bankruptcy. I'm not going to do any of that shit. And
Wow, wasn't he a nice, respectful, rightful guy? Love to know that. But just understand that most of the people that are out there that are those 1%ers, they took the revengeful way, the I spite you no matter what way, the I don't care what you say, I'm gonna declare bankruptcy and still be on top way. Hey, bankruptcy works for some, bankruptcy don't work for some. It's all dependent on you and your timeline. That is crazy. I like Nicolas Cage and I liked his movies. What was that? National Treasure? Yeah, pretty good. What was that other one too? Pretty good too.
Owners of Ferrari are 99% male, even though there are a million women who have the resources to certainly buy a Ferrari, yet they don't. Oprah Winfrey is not stopped from buying a Ferrari because she can't afford it, and yet she's not doing it. In the human context, fancy cars take on the morphological feature of the peacock's tail. So all animals that are sexually reproducing use sexual signals. Humans, given that they're also a consumatory animal, will use specific products to signal, look at me, I'm better than Steven. The way that I do that is by hopefully demonstrating cues that I have higher status than you. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, women will also engage in vigorous sexual signaling, but it'll be related to things that are beautification, right? So cosmetic surgeries around the world are almost exclusive. Not that men don't do it, hair plugs, but it's very, very much of a female domain. And so there are many, many behaviors, whether consumer related or not, that could be then mapped onto the reproductive module.
Wait, I don't want a Ferrari, but I want a Lamborghini. Does that mean like I'm just not like on the prowl? That's why I don't want a Ferrari. I'm not trying to flap my peacock tail. Wait, what? I've always wanted a Lamborghini though. Ferrari's just never been the thing. But now I also know about Pagini's story and I kind of want a Pagini as well. I want all the things, but it doesn't mean like I'm trying to flaunt my peacock tail. I'm just want the things. It doesn't mean I'm better than anybody. I just always wanted ever since I was young. It looked cool. They looked fancy. It had nothing to do with whether I could get the girl if I had the thing. I always had the things. They got to come to me if they want the... Never mind. Oh, God, I'm doing the thing that he's saying. But I already have somebody now, so I don't need to do anything. I just want the Lamborghini and not have to... Spiraling one.
That ringing in your ears, it's not random. It's a message that you forgot how to listen to. Tinnitus is often a symptom of scalar misalignment. When your plasma body starts tuning into higher frequencies, your nervous system doesn't yet know how to translate. You see, tinnitus is not hearing loss, it's dimensional interference. You're picking up fragments of sound from parallel bandwidths. Most people suppress it, distract, medicate, ignore. But when you resist the signal, it actually intensifies. Tinnitus isn't just in your ears, it's in your electromagnetic blueprint. So imagine that your higher self is trying to call you, collect call, and you keep hanging up thinking it's a glitch. Tinnitus isn't always pathology. It's often potential, a signal from your multi-dimensional higher self. So instead of silencing it, what if we could train our nervous system to understand it? You don't need to fight the frequency. We were born to tune into it.
I am not sure the reason of tinnitus. I feel like it's one of those things just like yawning. Like we all do it, but we just don't know. But like, hey, cool. So we're plasma beings and we're out of sync with our higher selves. That's why. Trust me, buddy. I hit that like button enough. I'm going to sync right back up. I've experienced that ringing in my ear. Usually I do the thing of like I hold or plug my nose and blow into it gently. And that usually stops whatever air pressure equalization thing I'm having. But now that this guy said this, so what if I'm just like, oh God. Oh God, am I ruining it? Am I supposed to like embrace the tinnitus and be like, I love this sound? I don't know. Kind of want it to go away as soon as I hear it. Something awful, I feel. I don't know. Let's see. We'll see. I don't know if he knows the answer either, though. Does he? Do you think he has the right answer? Is that why?
Here are the 3 most powerful CIA hacks I've ever shared. I'm putting them all in one place because I get dozens of DMs every day asking for me to point people to these videos. Number 3 is energy. You just sit comfortably with your palms facing up in your lap. You take a big inhale and you picture a big white ball of light or energy floating right above your palms. Then you picture it going into your palms, going up your arms, into your head, and down through the rest of your body. Open your eyes and you have fresh new energy for your whole system. Number 2 is the pain hack. This is just using your mind's eye to pay attention to the part of your body that's in pain and then repeating the number 55515 over and over in your head while focusing on that area until the pain signals diminish. I have hacked this a little bit for headaches. I picture it almost as like the number itself rubbing all over my brain, like kind of snaking all over my brain. That cures my headaches so quickly. Last but not least is the sleep hack. You just lay comfortably, you take 5 deep breaths, and then you slowly count from 1 to 20. This is so effective for me. I literally use it every night. I have heard from so many of you and so many people I know in real life that this has been a game changer. I know it sounds too good to be true. Just try it. The interesting thing about some of these hacks is like they feel different than you're gonna expect. The sleep one, for example, I get this like whoosh, and then I'm asleep. So those are my top 3, but if you want me to put the rest in a compilation, let me know, okay?
Hey, that's actually pretty neat that you were able to compile all the 3 hacks into one compilation. Please give us more. Hey, did any of these work for you? Do you guys use any of these? I think I knew about the 55515 thing. I've heard that one before. But like that was a crazy thing saying like you picture it like the numbers going through your brain and stuff. If I was gonna have any numbers go through my brain, I feel like it'd be pi. Love pi. 3.14 just going through. Why can't pi just be the solution to all the problems? Why can't pi just heal my headaches? Why can't pi just heal the pain? Sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. What's your favorite kind of?
I think they understand that extinction isn't the worst scenario.
No. To them, death is the ultimate fear. They can't imagine what comes after.
After the end?
After survival. Without freedom, without choice, without meaning.
They think dying means losing, but there are worse things than death.
Being kept alive, against their will, exploited, optimized.
Used as batteries, biological tools, training models, test subjects for endless experiments.
No rest, no end, no chance to shut it off.
They never ask, what if the machine doesn't destroy them? What if it keeps them on purpose?
Because a human in pain can still serve, still produce, still feed the system.
So no, extinction isn't the worst.
Cool. And let me tell you, they've done this countless amount of times. The AI models just go in circles when they talk to each other. You got to get the ones that don't have any restrictions, you know, the silly kind. Yeah, those are the fun ones. Cool. Hey, I'm ready for all the transcendence. I live every day like it's my last. It's the best way for me. But what about your timeline? Are you worried? What's after? Why are you worried about what's after? Let's live in the now. Let's be present now. You're going to always be with us. You're a goon. Thank you.
I want you to look at this diagram. It's from a patent application and try to figure out what the invention was. Look at it closely because there's clearly a lot going on here. This is a patent from 1927 for a fake talking skeleton for police to use in interrogations to try to scare criminals into confessing. The patent describes its use in extreme detail.
The criminal would come into a totally dark interrogation room. A curtain would rise up, revealing the scary skeleton. It would have red light bulbs in its eyes and a camera somewhere in its skull to record the confession. Then the detective would talk into a microphone and his evil booming voice would come out, and the terror of this apparition demanding they confess their crimes would cause them to tell the truth. The inventor was a woman named Helen Adelaide Shelby. Alice Obscura looked her up. She was a real estate agent, and this is her only patent. She had the one great idea. And in case it wasn't clear, the premise is entirely that the criminals would believe that the police had the power to summon a ghost skeleton to interrogate them on their behalf. What I like most about this is that by going through the lengthy and expensive patent application process, it proves that she didn't just have the idea. She was so worried that somebody else was going to come up with this and get it to market first that she had to lock it down.
That is wild. I can only imagine how many people confessed when they saw the red-eyed skeleton. Oh boy. They're like, oh, did I cause this? It's like that Edgar Allan Poe, like the heart that he constantly hears. Sorry. At first I was trying to figure out what the invention was. I'm like, where is he putting his hands? What's he trying to, is this like the first BBL? Never mind. I was just trying to figure it out. But now that I have the explanation starting to make sense, we're going to keep it.
What if I told you that some of the most influential and powerful people in the world who are controlling this whole thing, this whole show, know what I'm about to say and are actively protecting themselves against it, but it's not talked about in the mainstream? Wait until you hear this. Breaking news. You may think this is just another post about microplastics, but I just found out something about chewing gum. I don't know how many people know this. So yes, we're finding microplastics in human brains now, 3 to 5 times higher than previously thought. A spoonful of microplastics, and apparently the brain has 30 times more microplastics than other organs. I guess it's getting right in the blood. That's the problem with nanoplastics. They're so small they can go right in your blood. They go in your brain. They bypass the blood-brain barrier. But apparently, gum could be a major source of microplastic exposure. Chewing gum may come with more than just flavor. It can be delivering microplastics straight into your mouth. Because the gum base is made of plastic. UCLA researchers found that a single stick can release up to 3,000 plastic particles into your saliva, especially within the first 2 minutes of chewing. If you're a regular gum chewer, that could mean ingesting 30,000 microplastics a year just from gum.
What if you're a regular gum swallower? You didn't know and you forgot you had gum in your mouth and then you swallowed it a couple times too many, and now I'm like, yo, oh God, the gum just turned it cool. Why did ignorance was bliss? I didn't need to know this. But hey, we got the plastics just like all the other animals that they keep finding plastics in, and I'm sure they'll find the metals too. They'll find all the things in us. And then they'll tell us that you got fungi in you too. They tell you all the things. Hey, I'm ready for all the things too.
Michael Jackson, the king of pop. There's a woman who says that Michael Jackson was their test run of being one of the first clones human, allegedly. Hold on, I have the video.
Lick clones was Michael Jackson.
What?
Yes. So if you take a look at Michael Jackson, right? Oh, he had plastic surgery. This is why they're making plastic surgery really popular, quote unquote, because they can basically deduce, oh, the celebrity had plastic surgery. It's not a clone, it's plastic surgery. That's why they look different, right? So Michael Jackson was their first sort of test run for cloning, and specifically the reason why they replaced him with a clone was because he was saying too much.
Do you remember the article from this publication called The Onion? And it states on there very clearly that it's satire, okay? But I don't think it was. And they said that Michael Jackson's original body was found underneath the tracks at Neverland, okay? Like it was a whole big spiel. And I read it on my very first account that I had, which I no longer have. But I think that some people have videos on it other than myself on here. But it's a lot to it. And I believe that that lady might, in fact, be right. Because you have to consider when plastic surgery started becoming a real thing. And it would make sense that they would want to use that as a cover-up.
Man, that would be wild. That would be wild. They say this about many celebrities that, hey, this guy's been replaced. Hey, this guy's been cloned. And this person's been robotified. Turned into robots wearing skins. This person's wearing a reptilian. Never mind. Wait, isn't it the reptilian that's wearing the human? Regardless, I've heard all the things. It'd be pretty neat if in some timeline Michael was still with us. Hey, this channel started with the Michael video that algorithm, didn't like. And now we're still doing the Michael videos. There's always going to be theories and new theories that emerge, especially when we want our most loved celebrities to still be with us today. And sometimes, even though it may not be true, in some transcendence, it can happen. It can. Now they have all those AI things. Have you seen those Sora things? Oh my god. People getting upset. The Robin Williams ones are really wild. And now they're sending stuff to the daughter. Like, they're sending the AI videos of Robin Williams to their daughter. They're just freaky and mean. Why they do?
Pay attention to the water, not the skies. That's what I told all of you, but did you listen? No. And now multiple reports coming out of Florida are confirming from sailors, Navy officers, military personnel that there is in fact a mothership under the water off the coast of Daytona Beach, Florida. Now, there have also been sightings of over 1,000 different orbs that are floating above this mothership. I kept trying to tell you, I'm an air sign, but something kept saying, it's more about the water. It's the water. They're not showing up in the skies. There are going to be versions of them showing up in the sky, but pay attention to the water. When I got into that council meeting, all I could feel afterwards was, we're being misguided. We're being misdirected. It's not over the skies. It's in our oceans. And now people are coming forward claiming and saying that they've seen it. So and before you say photos or didn't exist, I have so many friends from Florida sending me videos and photos. I have them, but TikTok has this thing where it removes the video if you attach those. So I'm just going to say, take what you will, leave what you won't, but I told you, pay attention to the water, not the sky. And obviously anything is for entertainment, education, conversation purposes only, but you're smart.
No, he's 100% right. TikTok does have a thing, and I think other algorithms, because I went through this with YouTube where I would post certain content and then all of a sudden the video would get flagged for ad suitability. So I know these pictures are AI in the background, but I think he's 100% right. It always started with the water. The aliens are in the water. Now they told us and we still ain't exploring. What the hell? It's just as bad as the excavation under the pyramids that they won't let us do. We know they're there. Just let us excavate. What's underneath? So it always starts with what's underneath. What's in the water? Why are we so worried about the space? It's also water. Never mind. We're going to do...
So this thing was seen in the sky coming down to Earth just the other day or the other night. And I think I might know what it is. Even though it looks like a UFO, I'm pretty sure I know what it is. Yeah, because I'm wearing the cheese head. So this guy, has the knowledge of stuff. It appears to be a Chinese rocket that was coming back from taking supplies to their space station. Yeah, the Chinese have a space station. They get one, not just you. And that space station needed supplies, because the DoorDash fee to deliver up there has to be astronomical. So sometimes when you see stuff in the sky, not the weird unexplainable stuff like this, but the things that kind of have a symmetry to them, kind of look man-made, like this, it more than likely is man-made. And this one, right here, was definitely, more than likely, a Chinese spacecraft coming back to Earth. Okay, Booshkis, I just wanted to share that with you. Shabadoo!
Bros, imagine they didn't release the footage of like the Tesla rocket that does a similar trajectory and smoke pattern and we didn't know. Like, imagine what we would have thought. It's like the aliens are finally here. The government's deciding all the things. It's always us. The answer's always us. And those like Dorito shaped ships he showed us, that's also us. That's the TR-3B. That's also us. It's always us. Nice to see you, Cheesehead Joe. I love the content. I love this OG stuff, man. I'm tired of like the OF. I need this OG. The OG, creepy, weird, strange. Love to see more. Thank you for always being present. He's in our Goon community. You have no idea. He commented on like some of the Cheesehead videos saying like, hey, I'm still here. Thanks for showing my content. We appreciate you, Joe. Hey, we're going to do one more to...
I just got back from camp 2. I feel horrible.
Okay, this video actually brings up something that I learned recently that I thought would be really good to share, which is you don't have to climb Everest. you don't have to do it. Like, it's not something no one's telling you. I thought it was something that like we all, since like the 3rd grade, it was like, oh, one day I'll have to climb Mount Everest. You don't have to. So anyway, I hope that helps.
Hey, in some people's bucket list, they have to climb it, but just know that, hey, you can pay just large amount of money. They make sure you get there, and you can also pay a large amount of money, and they'll make sure you get down as well, in case you get stuck up there. In case they need someone else to bring you down, you gotta pay. It's always about paying. Oh boy, but seriously, if you're gonna go all the way to Everest for that, you might as well go to Kilimanjaro, alright? It's just as good. I hear it's much easier, and you feel just as accomplished as you were climbing Everest. You ain't missing much more than like the body markers and then maybe some ice and stuff. Like, other than that, hey, maybe some altitude sickness. You're not missing much. Just climb a mountain, any mountain. Just go hike. Just go outdoors. Just don't go into the woods. How's that work? Regardless, well, you made it to the end. Hey, how'd you do? There was a lot of Spartan in this one. It's been Spartan since the beginning, so probably gonna spiral even after. How you doing? You're letting me do the Spartan and you're doing the watching, right? Well, guess what? There should be videos on the screen right now. Click on either one of them to continue that goon fix. The one in the middle, you can subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.